Hello and Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to do listening and speaking, Unit 8, page 115 and 116, Full Plus Plus textbook form 4. Okay, today you are with me, Teacher Nushahirah. Okay, let us start now. Okay, first one, we are going to do listening part 1 first. Okay, listen to 5 people talking about clothes and appearance and match the speakers 1 to 5 with the statement A until F. There is one extra statement which you do not need to use. Okay, so there are 5 speakers but 6 answers. Okay, so jadi ada 5 speaker tapi ada 6 jawapan. 1, there is one extra statement which you do not need to use. Jadi akan ada 1 jawapan yang lebih. Okay, jadi let us listen to the audio first.
One extra statement which you do not need to use. Speaker 1. 2 weeks ago, I went shopping with my sister. She wanted to buy a pair of jeans and I needed a new dress for the end of school party. I usually borrow something from her, but this year I really wanted to make a fashion statement. We spent ages looking around until we settled on 2 dresses, a black one and a red one. My sister was insisting that I buy the red one, but I wasn't so sure. Anyway, luckily for me, I chose the black one, because at the party there were about 6 girls all wearing the same red dress. They felt silly, and I looked great.
Okay, jadi
Speaker 2.
Speaker 1.
I was out clothes shopping with my brother last Saturday when he suddenly decided.
Speaker 1 cakap pasal kakak dia yang insist suruh dia pakai baju merah tapi dia nak pakai black one. Okay, speaker 1, the answer is C. If I had taken someone's advice, I will have made a mistake. Jadi someone advice ini sister dia lah. Okay, speaker 2.
His hair was too long. So, we popped into a hairdresser's and he got the shortest haircut you have ever seen. Something close to a buzz cut. But to be honest, he looked pretty cool. Then I had a flash of madness and wanted to do the same. But just at the last minute, I changed my mind. I think you need to be really slim to look good with that kind of haircut. Anyway, when we got home, my brother had to listen to a whole evening with my parents shouting at him about how silly he was to get such a short haircut. Thankfully, it was only him they were shouting at.
Speaker 3.
Okay, jadi speaker 2 talking about dia dengan abang dia go to haircut. Tapi at the last minute, he changed his mind. So, his parents shouting at his brother because got short haircut. Okay, so speaker 2, I will have got in trouble if I had changed my experience. Okay, so speaker 3.
3. I'd sort of realised I had a problem a few months ago. I bought a pair of jeans, but I had to buy them a size bigger than usual because they didn't fit. Then, a few weeks later, I tried the same jeans on and they were really tight again. There was only one answer for it. I stopped eating cakes and sweets and drinking all those soft drinks which are full of sugar. I even started using my brother's treadmill. Within a few weeks, I could easily fit into those jeans, but I didn't stop there. I lost lots of weight, and now I look and feel like a new person. I recommend it to everyone. Speaker 4.
Okay, jadi speaker 3, she talks about she go to buy a pair of jeans, then the jeans didn't fit her. Okay, jadi dia beli sepasang seluar tapi tak muat. Then she go again and buy another one. Dia beli lagi dan beli one size extra tapi tak muat lagi. So, she decide to change dia decide untuk turunkan berat dia. Barulah seluar tu muat. Okay, so speaker 3 talk about lifestyle lah sebab dia turunkan berat dia. I change my lifestyle in order to improve my image. Bila dia dah kurus lain pula rupa dia, dia cakap. Okay, so speaker 4.
I like to keep up with the trends, and some people say I'm a fashion victim. I change my hairstyle a lot, and if something isn't in fashion, I never wear it. My mum shouts at me because I spend all my money on clothes, but that's what I'm passionate about. What can I do? The only time I did go a bit too far was when I saw my favourite pop star wearing a blue outfit. She looked so cool. So, the next day I went shopping and got loads of items that were blue. I have to admit that it was a bit silly because most of the things stayed in my wardrobe, never to see the light of day.
Okay, speaker 4 cakap pasal dia ada satu passionate yang beli baju lah. Dia suka ikut trend. Tapi, bila dia beli baju, dia balik, dia tengok rupanya banyak pakaian dia dalam almari tu. Tapi dia tak pakai. So, speaker 4, I bought clothes but never wore them. Okay, speaker 5.
Speaker 5.
I've never been interested in fashion. I usually wear casual clothes, tracksuits, t-shirts, that sort of thing. And just because there was a school party coming up, why should I change? But my friend is the opposite of me, and he suggested I improve my image, just for one evening. I tried to argue with him, but it was hopeless. In the end, he offered to lend me one of his trendy shirts, so I accepted. I had a really great time at the party, but I don't think it had anything to do with the shirt. My friend rang me up a month later and told me to keep the shirt, since I liked it so much. But in reality, I'd forgotten all about it. It was under a pile of clothes in my room somewhere.
Okay, jadi speaker 5 dia cakap yang dia ni tak suka fashion, tapi sebabkan ada parti, dia rasa nak berubah lah. Kawan dia suggest lah satu pakaian. Jadi, dia pun, kawan dia bagi pinjam pakai baju tu. Jadi, dia pakai. Dan lepas lama kemudian, kawan dia cakap, kawan dia bagi dia pakaian tu. Sebab dia suka. Sebenarnya dia cakap dia bukan suka, tapi dia memang terlupa nak hantar semua barang orang. Okay, so speaker 5, I borrowed something and didn't remember to give it back. Okay, so next listening part 2. Listen to a conversation between a man and a woman, Glenn and Jane, at an art gallery and read the statements. Write T for true or F for false. Jadi ada 6 question here. Jadi dengar audio dulu.
Listen. Listen to a conversation between a man and a woman, Glenn and Jane, at an art gallery and read the statements. Write T for true or F for false. So, did you like that last work of art?
Work of art? You call the lights going on and off in an empty room art?
Didn't it make you feel differently about the world?
What? The only thing it made me feel like was a fool for buying a ticket to this place. I could have been doing something much more exciting.
Come on, you enjoyed the paintings in the first room.
Some of them are okay, I suppose, but the rest of these, what did you call them?
Installation art.
Yeah, I just can't see the point.
I think you have to be very intelligent to think of all of these ideas. I wish I had that much creativity.
Now, let's take this painting here. What is it? It's just a curly fuchsia line on a red background. I could have made that.
You used to be good at art in secondary school, I remember. What happened?
Nothing, really. I just got bored of it. I didn't want to study art like you did.
I'm surprised I didn't give up on art in my final year at school. Did you ever have Mr. McManus for art?
No, but I heard he was pretty strict.
He shouted at me once so much that he made me cry. If only I hadn't dropped those paints.
Poor you. Is that why you never turned into a famous artist, do you think?
Perhaps.
Hey, look at that tiny colourful picture over there. How much is it worth?
I think that one was bought in an auction last month, actually, for about €1 million.
What? Then maybe you're right. These artists must be very clever if they can get people to pay silly amounts of money for any old rubbish.
You're right. That is a bit too much. But you can't call everything rubbish. Come on, let's go and get some lunch.
Not yet. What about the gift shop?
But you never buy anything.
I know, but I'd like to have a look.
Okay, it's my dad's birthday soon. I'll get him a poster or something.
Yeah, he'll like that.
Okay, so boleh dengar antara Glenn and Jane. Dia pergi art gallery. Okay, so the first question, Glenn thinks modern art is a waste of time and money. Glenn cakap yang seni tu adalah waste of time and money. Dia tak suka. Dia cakap macam sia-sia lah. Okay, so it's true. Glenn yang lelaki tu, Jane yang perempuan. Okay, number 2, Jane is impressed by the way modern artists think. Okay, Jane cakap yang dia kagum lah dengan cara modern artist think. Dia cakap dia, kalaulah dia sekreatif artis yang melukis tu. Is it? Yes, it's true. So, number 3, Jane had a different attitude toward art in the past. Jane ada perasaan yang berbeza terhadap seni pada waktu lepas. Fourth, sebab Jane memang minat seni dari masa lepas lagi. Glenn, dia ada bakat tapi dia bored with art. Okay, number 4, Glenn had a bad experience during an art lesson. Bukan Glenn yang ada, so it false, bukan Glenn yang ada bad experience, tapi Jane yang di mana dia punya sir tu marah dia, shouted at her. Okay, number 5, both Glenn and Jane think some of the artists are tricking people into paying money. So true, sebab dia cakap ada satu lukisan tu cost $1 million. So agak mahal bagi mereka untuk just a tiny piece of art. Okay, number 6, Jane wants to get something from the gift shop. So it's true because it's her father's birthday soon. Okay, next we go to speaking part. Speaking task, your friend asks you for an advice of his or her problem in 1, 2 or 3 below. 1, 2, 3. Jadi ni masalah kawan awak. Yang in yellow box adalah masalah yang diminta awak nasihat. Choose between 1, 2 or 3. Okay, jadi awak pilih nombor 1, 2 atau 3 untuk awak bagi advice. So, the red one is keyword or ideas untuk awak bagi cadangan. Okay, ni adalah ayat yang awak boleh gunakan untuk bagi nasihat untuk kawan awak. I think you should. If I were you, why don't you? It will be a good idea to. If I were you, in your shoes, I would. Okay. Number 1, you and your family live in an area where there are a lot of wealthy people, but you are not wealthy. Awak dengan keluarga awak tinggal dari kawasan di mana ramai orang kaya tapi awak tak kaya. The students at your school are always talking about their new clothes and gadgets. Hearing them make you feel miserable. Pelajar di sekolah awak suka cakap pasal baju baru, gadget baru. Dengar mereka cakap ni buatkan awak rasa serabut. Okay, number 2, your best friend has become addicted to playing video games. He plays for more than 6 hours every day. Kawan awak ketagih bermain video game. Dia bermain lebih daripada 6 jam sehari. He never wants to do anything else and no longer hangs out with you. Dia tak nak buat apa-apa selain daripada main game dan tak nak lagi keluar dengan awak. His addiction is starting to affect his schoolwork as well. Ketagihan dia dah mula memberi kesan kepada kerja sekolah juga. You are worried about him and believe that he is harming himself. Awak risaukan dia dan awak percaya yang dia sedang membahayakan diri dia. Okay, number 3, your teacher has asked you to present a project you work onto the whole school. You feel too nervous and afraid to give this presentation and refuse. But your teacher insists. Okay, cikgu awak suruh awak present projek yang awak buat. Tapi awak rasa takut dan nervous. Takut dan gemetar. Jadi awak tak nak buat. Tapi cikgu awak suruh buat juga. Okay, so ni adalah suggested answer. Awak boleh try nanti. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.